Hey everybody, today we're talking about one of my favorite features in the Sony cameras. It turns your 35mm lens into a 56mm lens. It turns your 50mm lens into an 80mm lens. It turns your 24-70 into a 38-105. Let's talk about this feature and how I use it and what I use it for. Hey y'all, this is your first time here. My name's Dustin and I make videos about making videos. So if you like that kind of stuff, be sure to hit subscribe down below. Click the little bell so you get notified every week when I post a new video. But anyway, let's get into today's tip. So we're talking about the APS-C mode on Sony A7 and A9 cameras. This setting allows you to use only part of your full frame sensor. It's supposed to be for when you put APS-C or crop sensor lenses on your Sony full frame cameras so that it pushes in and doesn't give you all that vignetting, but a great use for it is to use it with full frame lenses and it magnifies your reach that you can get with those lenses. It does this by literally cropping the sensor. So if your sensor is this big, when you use APS-C mode, you're only gonna use this much of this full sensor. Everything outside of that's gonna get cut and it's gonna push in and give you more reach with your lenses, 1.6 times more reach to be exact. So right off the bat, my first hesitation was why the heck would I wanna use only 1.6 times of my sensor? I bought a freaking expensive full frame camera so I could use the full frame sensor, right? I think that's a valid argument, mostly because that was my argument. But I'll give my 2 cents about quality loss in a minute. Real quick, let me show you what you can do with this setting. So this is what it looks like when the APS-C mode is turned off. And this is what it looks like with the same settings, same focal length, same aperture with the APS-C mode turned on. I am crouching down a little bit because it's cutting off my head to sit how I was sitting, but that's a lot of reach. Let me switch this back real quick. So yeah, that's a super big difference. Another quick tip is I went in and made the APS-C mode an option on my function menu to just turn it on and off. So instead of having to go into the menu and delve through and find it and turn it off, I just hit the function button, switch it real quick. If you wanna know how to do that, click this link up here. So let's talk about when and why you would use this, why you would not use your full frame sensor. So as we talked about, it gives you more reach. But you might be like, Dustin, why don't you just move the camera closer to you? Why don't you just zoom in? One of the biggest things is if you don't have a 70-200mm lens, because they're freaking expensive, then this is really good for you to use because you can get that far reach. You can use your nice 24-70, you can use your nice 50mm prime and still get all that reach. And the place where this comes in most handy for me absolutely are events, our weddings, our conferences, anything where you really can't physically get closer to the action because it would be like inappropriate for you to be that close to the action. This saves my life. The second situation I would use this technique in is when I'm trying to get really tight macro shots, I guess if you want to say. So as you can see right here, I'm trying to shoot this product B-roll, but my lens's minimum focal distance is holding me back from getting really tight and really close. But if I flip it over to APS-C mode, it goes in so much further. I actually have to back up a little bit so that I can actually get what I want in focus. It's super helpful for that reason as well. And the third one, it's kind of a combination of both of these, but the third tip is it really kind of unlocks your creativity to be able to just flip a switch. Look, I just flipped the switch and multiply your focal length by 1.6. So say while I'm shooting this event, I'm just having ideas bounce around in my head. I need a wide shot, I need a mid shot. Oh crap, I need a really tight shot. But this is a live event. What am I gonna do? Go switch lenses real quick? The guy's gonna be done talking by the time I do that. No, just let me flip over to APS-C mode real quick, grab this super tight frame that gets you into the action, and then when I'm done with it, I'll flip right back. But yeah, all I'm trying to say is it really opens you up creatively because it makes it so much more convenient. All right, so now we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room. Does this take quality away from your camera? Does this take away the point of buying your expensive A7 III, A7R4, whatever you bought? I do not think so. The only thing that I can say for sure that this affects is the low light ability of your sensor. Sony cameras are already known for having great low light ability, and having a full frame sensor gives you even more low light ability. When you're taking away that size of the sensor, you're taking away a lot of that low light ability. So keep that in mind. And also, this is not a scientific review of this setting. There could be quality loss, but if that is something you're super worried about, please be sure to test it before you just go out and shoot some important event with this setting. Go see what it looks like, bring it back in, edit it, and you tell me if it affects the quality or not. Because I mean, generally I would like to know. If it does, I'll probably stop using this setting. All right, everybody, that is all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please be sure to hit like down below. That helps me out tremendously. I'm trying to hit 500 subs by the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020. What the heck, a whole new decade. I'm at 364 right now, so If you enjoyed this, if you like this kind of content, hit subscribe, click the bell. If you don't really like this kind of content, don't subscribe. That doesn't really make much sense. Comment down below because I'm actually curious how many of you have Sony cameras and use this feature. If you do, let me know down below. If you don't, tell me why not. Is it because you didn't know about it? Is it because of the quality loss? Is it because you generally just don't have any use for it? Let me know down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for today. I appreciate you making it to the end of this video. You're freaking awesome. I'll see you later.